So what's up guys, I am BlackOpsAmazing. Welcome yourselves back to another zombies video on the channel. We are back today after taking about a week, almost 2 weeks off. We are back with another zombies Q&A. This time, of course, including Black Ops 4 questions because we now have information, trailers about BO4 zombies. As always, if you enjoy the video, you guys know what to do. Drop a like rating. If you want to, of course, it's up to you guys. Make sure you are subscribed to stay up to date with the latest zombies content on the channel. Also, let me know in the comment section below if you've been getting notifications or my videos in your sub boxes lately. I know YouTube are, once again, freaking messing around with things, but just let me know if my videos are in your sub boxes or not, and if not, well, how do you find them? Do you just come on my channel or whatever? But like I said, make sure you are definitely subbed. Click that bell notification icon. Yep, thanks YouTube. Apparently we need to do 2 things to get notifications now. But of course, with that out of the way, let's get into it. Here we go. So the first question of today from Sam Killick says, BOA, you're either asking me who made the traps or how are the traps made? Well, there's loads of different traps throughout zombies. There's the electric traps that we see in maps like Die Rise. There's the acid traps that we see in Mob of the Dead. There's the flinger trap that we see in Gorod Karovi. And then of course there's many others as well. In Shino Numa we have the flogger. In Buried we've got traps that we can make ourselves, so it depends which trap you're on about. For example, if you were on about the traps in Derice, the electric ones, who made them? Well, probably Group 935 since it's in their base. It'd be the same for Shino Numa. The flogger is in Division 9's facility, so I'm guessing they would have been made by Division 9. How were they made or why they were made, I'm not too sure. Why they'd want to make traps in their facility, probably to keep the enemy out, but I mean, a flogger, it's a bit strange. Or maybe the traps weren't made by them groups and given to us by Dr. Monty to help us out with the zombies. I really don't know. We've never been told any information on them. It's not something I've really thought about, but it is quite interesting. However, that's pretty much all I can say for that. The next question from Wobeer is I'm sorry, dude, I've probably said that wrong. And by the way, there are a couple of Mob of the Dead questions today. I wanted to kind of dedicate this video towards that map since it's returning in BO4. But this one says, does Fluffy have anything to do with Cerberus? Now, of course, Cerberus is the dog that we see in Mob of the Dead. On the wall, we have 3 dog heads in 3 different locations. Of course, Cerberus was a 3-headed dog. In Greek mythology, he was essentially the Hound of Hades, the guard dog of the underworld. And since Mob of the Dead itself is set in a hellish afterlife purgatory setting, obviously these 2 things go together. Cerberus is a dog that guards the underworld, which is basically a place where souls go, an afterlife or a realm of the dead. Of course, Mob of the Dead is set in purgatory, where the souls of our characters are. They are trapped in the afterlife. And so Cerberus is, well, I guess you could say here, to stop them leaving. That's essentially his job. But we do know we can actually feed all 3 heads, and then he'll stop God in the afterlife. By doing that, we can actually break the cycle and escape, depending on which side of the Easter egg you do. But getting back to your original question, does Fluffy have anything to do with Cerberus? Well, no. Fluffy, of course, was Samantha's dog. She's just a German Shepherd. Cerberus is a dog that doesn't actually exist. We can just see it in the afterlife. So no, they have nothing to do with each other. And clearly Cerberus is not a German Shepherd. KMS says, do you speak different languages? I wanted to answer this because I've seen quite a few questions of people asking me this. I'm guessing so I could do videos in different languages for other people to understand, but honestly, I don't speak any other language besides from English. Of course, I did German, Spanish, and French in school, and I didn't do too well. I know bonjour, guten Tag, hola. That's pretty much all I know in both, well, all 3 of those languages. Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, I got my level 3 in Spanish and German, so I'm so sorry. You know what? I really wish I did, but unfortunately I don't. The next question says, in the Blood of the Dead trailer, it looks like PRIMIS are in Purgatory and not reality. And yes, this was something I wanted to come back to, that someone pointed out to me in the Blood of the Dead trailer. Now this is interesting. So if you look at the Mob of the Dead cutscene, you can see Alcatraz in its normal state. This was the prison when it had prisoners in it, when it was just running normally. This had nothing to do with the zombie outbreak. If you take a look at the prison, there's no hanging bodies anywhere. There's no rubble, debris, candles on the floor. You know, there's no barbed wire wrapped around the prison cells or the handrails. This is the prison looking normally. We have the prison guard Stanley guarding it, and then we have all 4 prisoners in their cells, obviously until they break out. But even when they kill Stanley and break out, the prison is still normal Lucan. So this is Alcatraz in reality. It just looks like a normal prison. We can see Billy, Finn, Sal and Al break out, and just as they do, suddenly Stanley Ferguson comes back to life, he turns into a zombie, and then our characters start shooting him. And then suddenly they kill him, and as you can see, the prison then turns into its purgatory state. It seems like now the characters are in the afterlife. There's now rubble on the floor, fire coming everywhere, dead bodies hanging from the ceiling. Clearly this isn't what the prison would have looked like normally, so now the characters are in Purgatory. And we know that Purgatory is separate from reality. Our characters were there, trapped in the afterlife, stuck in this endless cycle, trying to escape the prison. But what's interesting is if you look at the Blood of the Dead trailer, you can see actually our PRIMIS crew are also there in Purgatory. They are at the prison in its afterlife state. There is rubble on the floor, fire coming everywhere, the candles, dead bodies, chains. Clearly this isn't Alcatraz prison. In reality it wouldn't have looked like this. Obviously the prison's not going to have blood everywhere and dead bodies hanging from the ceiling. This looks like Alcatraz in its afterlife, in its purgatory state, which also means that our PRIMIS crew are here in Purgatory. They are here in the afterlife. But how when they didn't die? The only reason our Mob of the Dead characters got sent to Purgatory was because they all sinned and they all died in real life. We know that first off they killed Al on the rooftop of the prison, and then the other 3 characters got sentenced to death by electric chair. And so because of that, because of them all dying and sinning, their souls then got sent back to the afterlife, and they are now trapped in a purgatory state in Alcatraz. But strangely, we see in the Blood of the Dead trailer, our characters are also in Alcatraz, which we knew they already went to from the comics, and we also know they went there because they had the blood vials after going there between Zetsuben Oshima and Garrod Kurovi. Yet, we always thought that they went there. In reality, of course, it would make sense. They never died, so how could they get there in its purgatory state? That just doesn't make sense. And also in the Zombies comics, we can see Alcatraz looks normal. It looks like it's in reality. The place isn't trashed. So why in the Blood of the Dead trailer does it look like they're here in Purgatory? That's a strange one. And then that also makes me question, well, actually, what time are they really here? Because in my Blood of the Dead trailer breakdown that I did, I said that more than likely they have come during the time that they were here to collect the blood vials just after completing the Zetsuben Oshima Easter egg. After you complete that Easter egg, the characters quickly teleport away for a few seconds. As we know, they came to Mob of the Dead to collect the blood vials and then they went back. But now after seeing this, after seeing that it looks like they came here in Purgatory, well, that makes me question what time they really came here. Because surely if they were here to collect the blood vials, they'd be here in reality, not in its purgatory state. And because of that, because they are here in what looks like Purgatory in the afterlife, that also means that they must be dead. The afterlife is a place that souls go to when they are dead. If PRIMIS are here in the afterlife, they must be dead, right? And if that's the case, well, when exactly is this set? When exactly did PRIMIS die? Obviously, we know that they've died many times throughout our zombie storyline. We can see Takeo kills the characters in the Zetsuben Oshima trailer. We can see Nikolai kills them in the Garrod Kurovi trailer. By the way, I'm on about the extended alternate trailers, not the normal one. But we do know the characters have died in these zombies maps many times trying to complete the Easter eggs. But we also know that every time they die, because they are stuck in a cycle, they get sent back to the beginning of that map over and over again until they complete the Easter egg. So our characters have died before, but because they're stuck in a cycle, they just come back to life. We haven't actually seen them die properly and then they are stuck dead. We never hear from them again. There are bodies hanging from the ceiling, fire everywhere. In no way does this to me look like it takes place in reality. The map also is called Blood of the Dead, so you would think maybe that gives us a clue that they are here to collect the blood, but as I've already said, some things here don't really match up. Richtofen does have his blood vial on him. You can actually see it, it's full or half full. It's a little bit difficult to see, but he's definitely got it, and we know he's had that since Origins. But clearly Takeo, Nikolai and Dempsey don't have their blood vials, or if they do, well, we can't see. So why are they here? Are they here to collect the blood? What are we going to be doing? There's a lot more going on here than first meets the eye, and it actually makes me question everything that I thought would be going on with this map. It's actually kind of funny that this is also the same camera angle that we saw in the Mob of the Dead trailer with our Mob of the Dead crew. We can see them here in the afterlife wondering what the hell's gone on, and then we come to the Blood of the Dead trailer and we see the same thing, just this time with our PRIMIS crew in the afterlife version of the prison, again wondering what the hell's going on. This is super interesting. Is this set after Revelations? Is this map now set before Revelations? Is this in between another map? What the hell? Get it? Hell? Because it's set in a hellish version of Alcatraz? No? Okay. But what's really going on? Anyway, guys, that is all I have for you for today's video. As always, hopefully you have enjoyed. If you have, you know what to do. Drop a like rating if you want to. If not, it's up to you guys. But could we shoot for 2k likes on this video? Make sure you are subscribed to stay up to date with the latest zombies content. Click that bell icon, and of course, I will see you all in the next video. Leave your comments down below, and until then, goodbye.